It's top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to the channel. Like the video, share the video. If you on Twitter, retweet the video. If you on YouTube, comment, like, share, tell your people about the page, sub to the channel. Kingmaker Sports, so you can just search Blunt Money Bets and sub that way. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Got the homie flowing here like always every Friday, so I'll let him introduce himself and plug what he got to plug, and we get into the recap and the slate and all that good stuff, man.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome. Glad to see you again. My name is Stephen Florival, as you know. Please follow me on Twitter at Stephen Florival and on YouTube, dropping daily videos, giving plays, giving analysis. We had a nice night last night. We're hoping to keep it rolling, but yeah, appreciate the love. Happy to be here. And yeah, it's time to make some money. It's Friday. Time to make some money. Yeah, gotta go to the weekend with extra money in your pocket. Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, gotta do it, man. Gotta do it because I won't be able to. I don't think I'll be able to bet next Friday. So, yeah, man, gotta do it. All right. So yeah, quick recap. Oh, I was trash. 1-4 yesterday. Bonner, that was just crazy, man. That killed me the first half full game for the Sun. And it's so crazy because the Sun actually made that game close. It was down like 20 something in the first quarter, and they made it close. They actually got within one with a few minutes left in that game. I feel like 2 minutes left in the game. They got within one. It was like 82-81, and they just couldn't close it and come back. But it is what it is. It was just a tough break with Bonner. We don't, if you follow me on Twitter, then you already know what it is. It was just weird, man. She played 1 minute, didn't play at all again. They said it was a back issue. Now that I'm on my own channel, I can speak on it. I feel like that. I don't think it was a back issue. I think they just did that because they didn't want to announce her playing out for rest. I think the WNBA frowns on that because their viewership is kind of low. They still trying to build their fan base. Even though it's a 20-year-old league, they're still not that popular. So they don't want to start with the stars like, yo, I'm going to sit out for rest. And she was going against one of her old team too. So the fans really might have felt let down because she played in Phoenix a lot of years. So I felt like they said, all right, you go out there, come out with a back ailment, you popped your back, sprain your back, strain your back or whatever. And then you're going to play next game that we really, really want to play against Dallas. So we'll see. If she don't play that game, then okay, it was something serious. And if it is serious, please, DeWanna, please get back better, because she in her mid-30s and she's still getting buckets. So I don't want to sound like I'm not being compassionate toward her. But that's just what I feel it was. A back is the hardest thing to diagnose. If you know sports, it's if you just know how it is, a back is the hardest thing to diagnose because it won't nothing come up on the screen or whatever. And you can just be like, look, it's just pain. And the doctor's going to be like, all right. So that is what it is. And then the other ones, I had the parlay with the Connecticut money line. So yeah, Connecticut just killed my night. And Mabry, she had a tough break. You know what I'm saying? She finished with 10. But she didn't shoot the ball the best from 3. She had an and one that was called the charge. That was terrible. She got fouled on another 3-point attempt that should have been a flagrant. They didn't call that. Then they called a flagrant on her the next time down the court. It was just a tough play. But shout out to McBride. I might have said maybe. But shout out to McBride, man. She did her thing, man. She just couldn't cover for us. So that's that. Bounce back day. We got 2 games. I guess what many would say the 2 best teams playing. 2 blowouts, 2 games with blowout possibilities. So we'll see if we can find some value on the board. All right. First game, the Chicago Sky headed to New York to play the Liberty. Spread is plus 12.5. You can get some 13.5s out there, some 13s out there, and the over under is 168. Just a quick background before I give it the flow and let him lead with his analysis and his plays, and then I'll have mine. They played twice this season. Both games have been close. I think 1 game went over and 1 game went under the total. But yeah, both games have been close. Sky actually won the last game that they played in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that up. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And that is what it is. The Liberty, some would say, playing their best ball of the season, coming off that smashing of the Aces by damn near 40. So it is what it is. Flo, how you feel about this game?
I have no opinions because the Chicago Sky are playing basketball. But no, seriously, I do think this is a game where I look at the spread and it's about 12.5. And sure, could the Liberty coming off of their big game on last Sunday where they dismantled the Las Vegas Aces come back off of 4 days rest, come back and knock out the Sky early? Absolutely, they could. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I like the matchups for the Sky offense. I think for one, you have Kalia Copper. I know her 19.5 points is something you put earlier on your timeline last night. And when I looked into it more, I love that it's minus 125, but just what we've seen this season, 20 and 27 points in 2 games versus the Liberty. Also, the fact that we talk about this Liberty defense, but Nigel Laney's a good defender. But whenever you get like one of these kind of Diamond Miller types, you have an even better version who can extend the range out to the 3-point line and penetrate. The Liberty tend to struggle with players like that. So I like her points. If you wanted to transition to Mabry on the whole Ionescu thing, can't knock you on that because she's had 2 games versus the Liberty as well. And are we getting into official plays for this game or doing general thoughts?
You can do your thoughts and your officials. Yeah.
Sure. So just to say on the Sky side of things, I also took Courtney Williams dimes at 5.5, and I love her rebounds plus assists on Prize Picks and Underdogs at 11. In the 2 games versus the Liberty, she's had 13 and 15 rebounds plus assists. The Liberty give up a ton of rebounds to the guard position, and you know Courtney. She'll just go down there and snatch some things, and she also covered her assist line in both games as well. I think there's this like little weird dynamic. I was thinking about it because obviously the biggest headline of this game is Courtney Vandersloot against her old team. She was there for a decade. They won a title. She's the point guard, the elder statesman. She's really good friends with Kalia Copper. And I almost kind of think of it like when you have someone who's moved on to like their new fling, and then now you have your old side thing. It's like the side thing kind of looks at the ex like, oh, my partner looks at you with such glowing eyes and talks at you with high regard. So I almost was thinking about like, maybe that's why Courtney went off in both those games against the Liberty, because Kalia before both games was like, oh, we miss Vandersloot. I tell her teammates all the time, appreciate her because I certainly miss her. So I'm almost like, I wonder if Courtney just hears that like, hey, I'm right here. So I took her 5.5 assists at minus 115. And I think this is a big Courtney Vandersloot game. Obviously, it's the revenge spot. 2 matchups between both of them. She had 8 and 10 assists. And let's just be honest. I'm 35. Your knees don't work the same. Your back will just hurt because you woke up or you slept wrong. She's 34. So when she has 4 days off, it matters. In games this year where she has 3+ days of rest, she's 5 of 6 of the number over 7.5 with 2 double-doubles. That's also one of my long shots I have so far. Her double-doubles plus 600, so I threw a quarter unit on that. So those are my thoughts on the Sky and the Liberty today.
All right, so recap your straights for the people real quick for this game.
Sure. So I got Kalia Copper at 19.5 at the minus 125. You find that on FanDuel. 5.5 assists for Courtney Williams, getting some revenge on who's not there in Chicago anymore at minus 115. The point guard, 7.5 assists at minus 115 with a sprinkling on the double-double at plus 600. Those are my 3 officials for this game.
All right, love it. And you could just save your blow money bets for later.
Okay.
For sure. But yeah, definitely. I love that look with the point guard. Love it. Because like you said, she covered her assist line both times that she don't play this team. So just like Courtney Williams did. So that's very interesting as well. But yeah, so I got 3 plays for this game. It was really 2, but then I just couldn't stay off this last one. I was like, maybe I'm gonna get it live, but now if they come out playing good from jump, I won't be able to get it live. So first play, like Flo alluded to, Kalia Copper. I was waiting. I thought it would open like 21.5, 20.5. It opened up to 20. Gonna take it almost every time. True Queen, 15 points straight in 16 games. So I'm sorry, 15 points in 16 straight games. So that just leans or speaks to her floor. That's her floor. All right, right now it's 15 points. And we only asking her to get 5 more than that. She's over this number 6 of her last 7 games. Both of the times she played the Liberty, she had 27 and 20, so she's over it both times she played the Liberty. Both games were close. That leads me to my next play, which would be Sky plus 13.5. I played that minus 117 at Bet Rivers. I took all the points I could get. I could have played a 14 at like minus 125, but I'm like, all right, we ain't about to get crazy now. But I took the minus 117. Again, the Sky, you could argue they playing their best ball this season. I think they done scored like 91. I should have looked this up, but basically, well, I could pull it up right now as far as the advanced rating. So The Sky over the last 5 games, they got the second best offense in the league, second best offensive rating behind the Aces by .1. The Aces is 113.8. The Sky is 113.7. So that speaks to how good the Sky has been playing on offense the last 5 games. Now, believe it or not, the Sky are also the worst team or the second worst team in defensive rating over that time period. All right, so that's the issue. And the Liberty are the best team defensively over that time period, and the Liberty are the third best team offensively. So with all that being said, it would kind of lean more to an over. I just think that this is going to be a close game. I just can't get off my gut feeling that this is going to be a close game, that Chicago can even win this game. We've seen this with New York over and over, where you got teams like Minnesota, Seattle, teams that come in that you don't really, okay, yeah, we're going to knock them out. And if they don't knock them out in the first quarter, you're gonna have hell on your hands the whole game. And Chicago's the type of team, they're gonna fight, they're gonna keep playing. Who knows? With these oh God, I could get into the damn Lynx coach with her terrible coaching last night.
My
Not even
goodness.
playing her starters in the fourth quarter, but like taking them out with like 8 minutes left, down 15, and then the other team gonna put their starters in with 5 minutes left, up 14. So Aaliyah Boston comes back in, up 14 to close the game. The Lynx still waving the white flag. Then with 2 minutes left, down 13. Now she's gonna put her starters back in. Like, yo, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Thank you.
So aside from just stupidity coaching and dumb rotations, I think we're gonna get a lot of Kalia Copper, a lot of Marina Mabry, and they're gonna keep the game close, in my opinion. So I took the 13.5. I think if any team defensive rating is suspect over the last 5, it would be the Liberty, So we're gonna see. It is what it is. I think Chicago, and take this with a grain of salt. I'm like Flo. I can't figure out Chicago to save my life. I don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But normally that's because I'm betting against them. So y'all hold me down. Just let me know tonight that I should have been betting on y'all. It's a lot of points, man. And my last play for that game, I want to see something else real quick. Okay. Yeah, my last play for that game, Jonquel Jones, over 9.5 rebounds. She's like Queen Asia at this point. If it's under 10, I don't play Asia rebounds no more. I still couldn't talk you off, but I don't play Asia rebounds no more. But Asia, y'all know what it is. Anytime she was under 10, it was auto bet. That's just what it used to be, man. And Jonquel, it's the same with me until she showed otherwise. Now, like Flo was telling me off stream, he was saying how the backup center is coming back. What's Shorty name again?
Stephanie Dolson.
Dolson. Yeah, so the backup center is back, but this is the first game. She got to work her way back in. I don't see her getting a bunch of minutes. I think her and Satu are going to actually split the minutes that Satu would generally get. If you look at Jonquel, when she's covered this line 8 of the last 9 games, she's only had 30-plus minutes twice in them games. She's still getting 27, 28, 29 minutes, and she covered this line 8 of the last 9. So just because a backup center or her normal backup is back, I don't think they're going to be playing her 25, 26 minutes unless it's a blowout. That's the issue with props. A blowout could really kill all of these. It is what it is, but I'm not anticipating a blowout, even though Vegas is. I'm not anticipating a blowout. Or if it is a blowout, I'm anticipating it to be close for a while then for New York to pull away. So I'm hoping New York don't come out, hitting a bunch of threes and go, up 40 to 41 to 18 or something in the first quarter. We can just keep it respectable in the first quarter. We got a chance to go 3-0 on this game. I got builders coming, got blow money bets coming. But I do want to mention something else too. Sabrina Ionescu, she struggled both games. Now, they played 2 months ago. Both of their games was in June, if I'm not mistaken. So this was 2 months ago, and this before Sabrina been on her bullshit ever since she got on the 2K cover and the 3-point contest and all that. But it is what it is. She struggled terribly in both of those games against Chicago. So that is what it is. I did want to mention that. It could be Kalia Copper is a great defender, in my opinion. So it could be Kalia Copper. She's a really good defender. It could be Kalia Copper, or it could be Courtney Williams, who's a good defender as well, even though I think she got Vandersloot. Who knows what it is. But yeah. Oh, and Kalia Copper, last thing I want to say, y'all know the vibes. We always going to fade Sabrina or what you call a Garden. Sabrina or Vandersloot Garden. that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe Laney would be getting on or something. Or what's old girl who be shooting all them shit? What's her
Oh,
name?
my girl Maureen Johannes.
Yeah, your ass is she be wetting.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
submarine baby from deep.
if any of them three on Kalia Copper, barbecue chicken. Any of the
Yeah.
Marie, Sabrina, Courtney, barbecue chicken. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that game before I get into blunt money best later. Anything you want to close with that before we get to the next
Yeah,
one?
like I'll say this also, to your point with Sabrina, she is a different player now. Earlier in the season, she had a hamstring lingering issue, and you know how hamstrings tend to go. I really want to get there on Breonna Stewart's points, but I always say she's like the Porsche or the fancy sports car you have in the garage if you're the Liberty. When it's the lesser opponent, she just isn't as aggressive because they don't need her to be. So I love on paper her matchup, but I just don't think she's going to be aggressive enough to hit that number. I'm not saying take an under. But, it is a little tempting because it's like I saw it up to 23.5 at some places. And I'm like, man, they don't need her to score 24 to win this game. But I'm never going to fade Breonna Stewart in a great matchup. But love those looks you gave. Ionescu also would like to point out the fact that the Chicago Sky over the last month or so giving up the most assists in the W. Something which I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm thinking about on a long shot is if you want to include John Quell Jones' 2 assists, similar to what I've been doing Cheyenne Parker, that 2 assist leg is minus 120. She's going to get you 1 or 2. That's what the scary thing is. Sometimes the occasional 3. But centers lately have been hitting them 2 against the Sky. So I'm definitely not going to take that as a straight, but on a long shot, I'm going to definitely include John Quell's 2 assists at a minus 120. I mean, you know how John Quell gets down. She get a couple buckets, get her rhythm going. She's at home. The knee feels good. 4 days rest. It's gonna be a leaky defense. She could slap those 2 assists by halftime. So just a thought to
Yeah,
put out there for everybody.
yeah, I like that look. I like that look. And real quick, I'm seeing the total in that game just went from 168 to 169. So the
Yeah,
total
they know what time it is.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when you look at that total with the Mystics total, Mystics Aces, they the same total. I just feel like that Sky game got a way better chance of going over than the
Yeah.
Mystics game. I love my Mystics, but they've been running out of gas for a minute now. So yeah, hit the comments up. I'll get to the comments real quick after this game, and then we get into builders and blunt money bets. Then we get in some more comments, and then we get into prize picks. All right. And that'll be it. So next game, the Mystics, my Mystics, plus 18 and a half going to Las Vegas on a Friday night. I don't know when the Mystics next game is, but if they got 3 or 4 days off, oof, they brain may be, in the wind. see if they going to the wind tonight, see if they going to the Bellagio
Dre's
tonight.
Beach Club.
Yeah, they brain towel, like their brain might be elsewhere. I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, the total is 169 and a half. Just initial thoughts in this game. Like I said, the Mystics, man, I lean that team total under for the Mystics. I just think I would never play it under for the Aces game, but I would play their opponent team total under. What I see with the Aces, and this happened to the Aces, when a team is just beating the hell out of you, you tend to, and this happened with in the first quarter against Connecticut last night. When a team is just beating the shit out of you, you tend to just start just playing fast. You play too, like you. I hate to say it, Queen Diamond or Princess Diamond. She's not a true queen yet, but Princess Diamond. I ain't dogging Diamond rookie, but they all play like Princess, like Diamond Miller. Once you get down like 10, 15 in the first quarter, first half, people just turning it over, taking bad shots, jacking up threes, just running up and down the floor. It's like, yo, slow down. Yes, you down 15 in the first quarter, but the only way you're gonna come back is if you go on a run, taking your time. But it's just human nature to try to match that team. If they hit 3, 4 threes in a row, now you trying to hit a 3, or you just trying to, you mad you ain't get a call, or they got 3 calls in a row and you not getting a call. Now you throwing your hands up and they running down hitting another 3. So that lends itself to teams just getting blown out the water and teams losing by 40 and them not getting close to covering their team total. That's literally what happened to a team as good as the Aces. We seen them just get flustered. It's just like in a boxing match where you get punched in your face and now all your reflexes are gone and you can't block, you don't got your guard up and all that. So I see that happening tonight. Maybe I'll get there. Hopefully the Mystics come out acting like they want to play tough, and maybe I'll get there with a live bet. Maybe I'll get there with an Aces team total. I don't know, but I just do not see how the Mystics are gonna score unless you just have a game kind of like the Fever had, but the Fever got way more talent at this point than the Mystics do because the Mystics missing 3 of their top players.
Yep.
But unless you have a game like the Fever where they hit their season average for threes in the first half, you know what I'm saying? Then they carry that on to the second half. Boston have a great game. Kelsey Mitchell got 25. Anything can happen in basketball. But that's the only way I see the Mystics even keeping this game close. Brittany Sykes can have 23 points tonight, and they can still lose by 30. It could really go down like that. It could get really, really ugly. So that's just my outlook on the game. The only play I have on this game is Brittany Sykes over 15.5 points on FanDuel. I got to have a 15.5. I'm not going to take the 16.5. I could talk you off the 16.5. I would not play the 17.5. Y'all know with Brittany Sykes, 16.5 is the limit for me. I will play that 14.5, and I will play that 15.5 all day long, especially against the Aces, who, they're going up and down. They may just take a while before they actually get into it. And honestly, the way the Aces play, they don't even really got to play that hard. And they can still be up 10. You look up like, God damn, they up 10 in the end of the first quarter, and they wasn't even playing hard. They just hit 3 or 4 more threes than the other team because that's just what happened. So give me Brittany Sykes over 15.5 points. She's over this line 8 of the last 12 games. More importantly, she got 15 or more shots 8 of her last 10 games. So if she hit her threes, it's going to be ladder time. It's that simple. If she hit her threes, or she aggressive, or she hit her free throws, if one of those 3 things happen, she going to start covering this ladder. But that 15 should happen as long as, she just plays her normal game. Her floor, I told y'all what it is, her floor. And one of them games where she didn't take 15 shots, it was just an anomaly game. She went 1 for 7. They got blown out, and it just was what it was. So the way they've been getting smacked lately, I expect her to come out and be aggressive and try and leave it all out there, all right? Unless her brain is at top, then we'll see, all right? Flo, how you feel about this one?
I think this is going to be a blowout. 4 plays for me, and a lot of them is just the Aces do what the Aces do, man. Last game versus the Wings, we were wondering how they would look on the bounce back. I kind of regret the fact that I didn't put more faith in this KD Warriors team to just cover the team total, all that. So it's the Aces. I got to respect it, and I got to take everything Aces in this spot. I took the first half spread at minus 9.5 at minus 115. As you alluded to, the offensive discrepancy. Where are they going to get the scoring from? I mean, Walker Kimbrough, Meng off the bench, Misha Hines-Allen. It's just a huge mismatch in this game. Great point about the Fever, how the Fever have more artillery than this Mystics team. So I took that first half team total. I took the Aces team total at 92.5 because the Mystics, since Della Don has been out and she looks like she'll be returning in the near future, they've been by far the worst defense in the WNBA. They're allowing the second most rebounds in the league. They're getting killed on the offensive glass. If you know anything about this Aces team, they get a ton of rebounds, second chance points. And I don't think it's a coincidence we don't have that 4.5 Kia Stokes rebounding line because I was keying in on it as soon as all those lines come up and Kia Stokes is nowhere to be found. Watch Kia Stokes grab 8 tonight because they give it up to centers, they give it up to bigs. And that's why I'm going with Aja Wilson's 9.5 rebounds. I just need her to play 2-3 minutes in this fourth quarter to get this 10 rebounds because she's getting the 10. It's just the only way she's not getting the 10 is if the game's a blowout, which it very easily could be. Those are my first 3, and my final is Kelsey Plum, her 2.5 threes at minus 136. And if you're over at Prize Picks, I like the 2.5. Also like the 6.5 attempts because this is a classic Kelsey Plum looter in a riot game. The Mystics defense is so bad. There's going to be so many breakdowns. There's going to be so many fast break opportunities. Plum's going to be leading the break. She's going to be open on the wing. Aja's going to have so much attention. It's a game that's so scary because I want to take so many props. I want to take Kelsey Plum's points. I want to take Aja Wilson's points. I want to take Jackie Young's points. I want to take Chelsea Gray's assist. You can't because the game's probably going to be over in the fourth quarter, and it's going to be one of those everybody's getting in on the fun. Maybe Aja has a quarter, then Kelsey has a quarter, and then they're going to bring some players off of the bench, and you're going to see Alicia Clark hit a couple threes from the corner. This screams Aces mismatch, but it's a game where I could see, as you mentioned, Sykes get off. I do like that 15.5 number. And something with Natasha Cloud because the Aces, they do tend to struggle against those smaller, more diminutive, quick speed guards. So I can see her points get off or assists get off. Haven't been able to get there on either one, but I'm going to look more into that. But overall, this is just a game where I think this is a game where you could potentially build like a giant lotto, which I'm considering, which is something like the Aces to score 100 points, the Aces to be up 15 at the half, the Aces to win the game by 15 points, age of 10 boards. You just throw everything into a pot that you think can happen, because I think of the Aces like the Disney Channel, because it's where magic can happen. When they play basketball, it's not conventional that you think, hey, 3 players are going to score 20 points and one person's going to get 12 boards and one person's going to get 10 dimes and one person's going to make 4 threes. Like, yep, Aces. So whenever you think about lottos and the Aces, just include your imagination and remove all logic, because anything's possible with this team. So those are my thoughts on this game, because, Mystics are a tough team. Obviously, Della Don, they need her back. They need Shakira Austin back, but I just don't see it. I don't see how they keep this one close.
All right, so real quick, I'm on Sykes over 15.5 points. And Flo, you said you won the first half team total for the Aces, full game team total for the Aces, and Asia over 9.5 rebounds.
So my 4 are the team total for the full game at 92.5. That first half spread at 9.5.
Oh, spread. Okay.
Yeah, Asia's boards at 9.5, which I think the odds have opened at 111. Now they're like minus 125. And Kelsey Plum to hit 3 of them things at minus 136.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to get there with you on the team total, man. I'm gonna have to. Just backing up what you said, the Mystics, they are the worst offensive rated team over the last 5 games, and as far as defensive rating, they are 9th in defense. So it's just in the last 5, just not good at all, man. Not good at all. Aces, top in pace. Mystics surprisingly, top 4 in pace as well. So that might not be good for them tonight if they try to run up and down. But that'd be good for Sykes. So yeah, man, I'm probably gonna get there with that team total with the Aces, man. Because I gotta find a way to get on the Aces somehow, some way tonight. Them points is a lot, but sheesh, like you said.
I will say this. Maybe the only, I always say, if everyone's saying the same thing, try to find a counter argument. Maybe the counter argument is, Sunday the Aces get the Dream, then they get the Liberty again, because they're licking their chops and they got that game circled. Like, oh, we get the Liberty again? Okay, heard you. So I still think they're gonna dominate tonight, but there's a look ahead spot. There's obviously those 2 games coming up, and you also have a quick stretch where you have a quick turnaround where they play the Dream on Sunday. So that said, I still like everything about this game with the Aces. I just think the Aces are just going to dominate. But if there's a counter argument, that's the counter argument.
Yeah, and I think it's always important to give another way of thinking. But honestly, I think the Aces, they're gonna be some shit until they play New York again. They're gonna be beating the shit out of teams. Like it's gonna get real ugly.
You think Kelsey Plum has that game circled next Thursday against the Liberty? Like, my goodness. After what Ionescu did to her, she's like, oh, man, I got to get my lick back.
Yeah, but that's why these Aces so damn tough, man. Because who else got that game circled?
Asia has that circle, too.
if Kelsey got that shit circled, Asia got that shit circled in goddamn permanent marker. So
yeah, highlighted, red marker circled, everything. Yeah, everything.
They both going to go stupid. At least they're going to try to. They're going to try to. All right, so that's what it is. Get to these comments real quick, and then I get to some builders, and then me and Flo will give some blunt money bets. Woo! Your boy got a whole lot of blunt money bets. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna put some of these on the timeline though. I don't want to. Well, it's my show, so I guess I will drag it with y'all. But I ain't want to. My original goal was to put like 2 of these in the timeline, so I ain't have to give out so much. But it is what it is. So let's get into these builder. Hold on, I'm gonna do the comments first. I want log in. All right. Already afternoon. They said Dewana Bonner. Don't do Dewana Bonner like that. I think that was a coaching decision. I agree that was BS. Don't think about
that was shady.
Yeah, I don't think she was hurt, man. That was shady. So, I had 3 lays set the cash, thinking Bonner was gonna get voided. No sir. Yeah, that's interesting too. That's really interesting that Bonner props did not get voided on DraftKings, and they probably didn't get the parties probably didn't get voided on FanDuel. And honestly, I just think it's because people don't hear WNBA. Like if you're watching this show, yeah, we gotta be hitting FanDuel and DraftKings customer service and asking for boosts. Like we don't get boosts. You're gonna get a boost on soccer, you're gonna get that shit on golf, you're gonna get it on tennis, and you're gonna get it on baseball before you get it on WNBA. You know what I'm saying? What's the word they be using? It's giving patriarchy or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to my queens. It's giving whatever they be saying. Like, y'all gotta stop.
I mean, they ain't lying, though. They ain't
They
wrong.
gotta stop putting the shorties like
lying.
hell. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't lying.
All right. I'm done with DraftKings, man. That is janky. And I'm a quote unquote VIP. Well, I'll tell you about that VIP shit. It ain't really nothing so far. It's just increased. It's just like a 4-day thing. Increased like DraftKings crowns and shit like that. That's all it is. Like basically they giving me more for betting more. It ain't. I thought they was gonna be giving me like special boosts and all that. I ain't seen shit yet. But the fact that I am in the VIP, I will try to. I'm gonna message them and see if I could see if we can tell them to start looking at voiding some of these props. And not that they will, but just in the future, and also ask them about getting us some more boosts, man. For real, this shit crazy.
Tell them to get Stokes rebounding line tonight.
Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, that'd be crazy. The way they giving it up. But yeah, I asked.
Yeah.
The fact that cameraman kept panning over the bottle, smiling, laughing. Yo, KG tight. Nah, that's facts. That's fact. Like they dead ass kept showing her. Like even when old girl got hurt, she came out there and was like, she was talking to the refs. Like they was like, man, no.
You know what had caught my attention? Because there's an article like a week ago talking about how viewership is up in the WNBA, and then like a day later, there's a article talking about how much money had been handled in betting in the WNBA compared to past years, and they were talking about so much betting. And ever since that article, I've just been noticing a couple, Bonner back in Phoenix. Everybody made that connection. I know I did. I gave that out on my channel, 6 rebounds. McCowan not playing out of nowhere. That thing you mentioned with the Lynx and their starters, and yeah, I'll stop right
there.
But
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been noticing janky shit all year. That's why and I continue to go against my word, and hopefully it's not to my peril. That's why I said, man, unless it's the fucking Aces, man, or maybe the Sun, but now we see the Sun on some janky stuff. Unless it's the Aces, it's tough for me to bet on these teams, man, because it's either a terrible time where it's like a point in the game where they just struggle to score. All these teams, even the Liberty at times where they don't hit their threes, it's like they can all just score less than 15 points in a quarter and it's nothing. Like you've seen the Phoenix, they scored 40 in one quarter, then the next quarter scored like 8, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like that can happen to any team. It happened to the damn Aces. You know what I'm saying? So between that, the coaching that be making you scratch your head, like what are you doing? What are these rotations? It's really tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. And the thing about the Aces that I said, at least Kelsey, Jackie, or Chelsea, or all 3 of them gonna be in there up 30 or down 30 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. For whatever reason, maybe they don't got enough bodies, or for whatever reason, they gonna be in. So that's why that's the good thing about them. It's tough because all they point.
3 times, great point. I was thinking that same thing when I woke up this morning. It was a day for the dogs.
And it's so crazy because I said yesterday, because we was talking about everybody like the favorites, and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't talk you off none of the favorites, but it's so hard for that to happen. Like that's even with a 2-game slate, it's hard. I mean, on a night like this, but it's tough. So I really should have just partied all the dogs and played Madness to happen, or at least round robin them. But yeah, somebody probably cashed good because somebody. I mean, it probably wasn't nothing too crazy, but you probably had 2 plus 250s and a by game time a minus 105. You probably got right. You could have probably a nice plus 1500.
That Kalia Copper 25 in the win and Sykes 20 in the win gonna go crazy tonight too, I bet, right?
Yeah. Hey, you can, and I'm telling you, you could do it. You can do it. You can do it on DraftKings. And real quick, I want to talk about that too. FanDuel think they slick. So if you notice they player performance doubles, they always go crazy. Like you can't just get Like you couldn't get Nafisha Collier 20 points in the win. You might not even been able to get Nafisha Collier 25 in the win. Like they make you go stupid with 30.
Yeah.
And I feel the same thing with Sykes. I don't think they're gonna give you Sykes in 20 to win. They might give you Sykes 25, and they probably won't get that because that's too high. But notice that with the player performance doubles, you better off building them manually on DraftKings, yo. I'm telling you right now, because the way FanDuel give it up, it's like it gotta be some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, the Sundays over. Lay on it. Yeah, AT. Yeah, AT. She couldn't do too much, man. AT did what she could. AT did what she could. Dallas did complete opposite against the Aces. Yeah. Well, Aces was on some shit that game. I got the Aces covering the spread and Beyond the Studio over 22.5 points. I think she's scoring 25 or more, to be honest. Shit, I can see that, Joe, for real. I couldn't tell you all either one of those looks. I know Deladine isn't playing. Mystics were 3-0 versus the Aces last year, so I'm taking the over in this game for the first matchup. Yeah, I couldn't talk you off it. I just, it's tough. I'm never betting under in the Aces game, I'll tell you that. But yeah, if the Aces do what we think they're capable of doing, scoring 100 plus tonight, then how could you not like the over?
Worth mentioning that Natasha Cloud game log versus the Aces last year. I want to say she had like 16 in like all the games. So I always say if you look at like these small guards against the Aces, even like a Crystal Dangerfield, a Mariah Jefferson, when they're like 5'8", 5'9", $150 soaking wet, they tend to do damage on that Aces defense for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Natasha Cloud, we're gonna leave her ass right where she at tonight.
Yeah.
Except for a couple builders, but nah, shout out to Natasha. Hopefully she had a good game tonight. Artie Flesh. It's a Commissioner Cup game too, so it's gonna be great game on Thursday. Oh, that's the Aces and what you call it?
Liberty. Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put some action in on that game before I get out of here. I'm gonna try.
Aces by 20. That's my long shot for that game.
Who you telling? Good vibes, Mamu Bets.
What's up, Mamu Bets?
See you in here. Good vibes was popping. Asked them to add Courtney Williams double. Nah,
I was thinking the same thing. She could go crazy tonight. She could get it with rebounds.
Is she not in the SGPs?
No, they don't have her double.
Is she not in the? No, it's Courtney Williams in the SGPs on DraftKings though.
Oh, good call. Oh, yes, she is. Yes,
just do it manually. Just do it manually. Go on DraftKings. You know what I'm saying? Put her 10 assists in there. Because I'm going to get to my blood money bets in a minute. Natasha Cloud double is 850 on, FanDuel, but her 10 assists is like 600, 650 on DraftKings. So I'd rather just put that with that in the Aces or that in the Liberty money line. And it's like 575 or 600, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just do it manually on DraftKings. Because we got to remember, y'all, it was a time where there was only at the beginning of the season, you was only getting 3 or 4 player props per game from FanDuel. Remember that. And DraftKings wasn't giving up. Then DraftKings started coming. So we just gotta be happy that we actually being able to bet doubles and triple doubles now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be appreciative for that because it was a time where we couldn't bet nothing but points, let alone rebounds and assists. Like it was just points that you could bet. That's all you could do. You know what I'm saying?
Damn patriarchy is holding down these women. I put this on my timeline. I want to see a day where I can bet blocks, steals, rebounds plus assists and don't got to go through prize picks and parlay with something else. Like, no, let me take Courtney Williams rebounds plus assists, please.
Yeah, I want to see a day where we could just bet 3-point attempts straight up, field goal attempts straight up, free throw straight up, single bets. ESPN bet if you listening, take the game over. I just gave y'all $1 billion idea. Y'all can just take prize picks model and just say, all right, y'all can bet these as straight bets, all minus 135. And I think that'll blow. Yeah, coach, very suspicious activity. Very suspicious. That's why I like Laney. The Laneys of the league so much. Them girls not selling their soul. They love the game too much. She gonna consistently ball. Yeah, but the thing about Laney, and I couldn't talk you off Laney, but she don't get enough shots for me consistently.
Yeah.
She do play hard, but if you telling me Laney gonna get 11 shots a game, then I'm gonna bet that 10.5 every time. But she have games where she takes 6 shots, have games she take 9 shots or something. Cloud had 19 assists in the last 2 versus the Aces. Only two of them went to Elena. That's my sneaky look. Yeah, but how many went to Ariel Atkins and Shaquille Austin? Probably none, because how many went to Ariel Atkins and Shaquille Austin? But no, Cloud, I couldn't talk you off that. That's one of my blood money bets, and that was last year too. So you got to remember, this is a new Aces team as well. Aces team total over 93.5. I'm gonna shop
All
around.
day.
I'm gonna shop around. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to do a little something better than that. Oh my God, what the hell? My mom, this text I just got from my mom is outrageous. My mom is like Christian down to the wire. I literally just got a text from my mom that said, I got 3 Gucci Man tickets for sale. Wait till I call my mom. How the hell you get Gucci Man tickets? And I know you ain't buy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might buy them and give them to somebody. I ain't going. Aces team total over 93.5. Yeah, I might do something with Aces like 90.5 and like put it with something like Jonquel Jones 5 rebounds or something and get like -125, something like that. Yeah, you're right. Definitely grateful for the options. Yeah, man. Yeah. We gotta remember that. Jonquel Jones and Stewie over rebounds. Chicago ranks dead last against Sports and rebounds a lot. Ooh, spicy. Let me write that down. Coach DFS, he cooking up. Yeah, y'all know the vibe. Start cooking up in the chat, man. Start cooking up for the prize pick. See if we can get something together. Because I already put one prize pick playing. But yeah, we're gonna write that down. I like that. I like that. Rebounds, with Bree and Jonquel. I like that, Coach. I like that. What's good, cuz? Mom, hey, I don't know what's good. I don't know what's going on, man. That's crazy. I like this audio. No, she not telling me what mom not like that. I don't know where she got them tickets from. All right, y'all. Builders. Let's get it in. Builders. Builders. -105 and -115, so they can't be too crazy. Hopefully all the options are still available. Chicago Sky and the Liberty. Kalia Copper, 15 points. Brianna Stewart, 5 rebounds. Jonquel Jones, 5 rebounds. Sabrina Ionescu, 10 points. And Maria Mabry, 2 assists. That's a -105. I will run that back again. Kalia Copper, 15 points. 5 rebounds for Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones. 10 points for Sabrina Ionescu. And 2 assists for Marina
Mabry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know her last name Mabry, but I thought her name was Maria. All right, Marina Mabry. All right, so as far as these lines, Stewart, 5 rebounds in every game, but 2 this year. Sabrina, 10 points in 14 straight. Copper, 15 points in 16 straight. Jonquel Jones, 5 rebounds in, I think that's 11 straight. Or that could be 21 straight, but probably 11 straight. And maybe 2 assists in every game this season, except for 1. All right, so that's what we're doing with that first builder. Half units on the builders. I put more than a half unit on there, but half units on the builders. Next, Asia Wilson, 15 points. Kelsey Plum, 15 points. Jackie Young, 12 points. Chelsea Gray, 5 assists. Brittany Sykes, 15 points, rebounds, and assists. That's a +115. Kelsey really the one that gotta bring it home for us, to be honest. But 15, Asia Wilson. 15, Kelsey Plum. Each of them had 15 points. Jackie Young, 12 points, 5 assists for Chelsea Gray, and 15 points, rebounds, and assists for Brittany Sykes. That is a +115. As far as those lines, Asia Wilson, 15 points in 16 of her last 17 games. Kelsey Plum, 15 points in 19 of her last 21 games. Issue with Kelsey is I think she went under this 15 2 of her last 3, something like that, or 2 of her last 4. So hopefully she get back to her going crazy ways. But yeah, 15 and 19 of the last 21. Jackie Young, 12 points in 16 of her last 19 games. Chelsea Gray, 5 assists in 11 of 11. 11 of her last 11 games, so 11 straight games. And Brittany Sykes, 15 PRA, obviously. 20 straight games for that. Come on. All right, that's no surprise. So, again, half unit for that thing. That's +115. I love every leg. That's why I gave y'all the breakdown of how often they've hit recently. So that's that. Next, blunt money bets. I'll start the blunt money bets and let Flo get his together. Then we go to Prize Picks. So put what y'all liking for Prize Picks in the chat. Blunt Money Bets. This is like a home run parlay, you know, plus 200 and a plus 190. You put it together, it's a plus 784. A lot of these legs are pretty similar to what we just got, but y'all know the vibes, you know, when you get 90% hit rates and better, we're trying to just tick a little more over that and keep it going. So Jonquel Jones, 8 rebounds. Courtney Vandersloot, 5 assists. Breonna Stewart, 25 points, rebounds, and assists. Kalia Copper, 15 points. Mabry, 2 assists. Sabrina Ionescu, 10 points. That is a plus 190. I'll run that back again. Jonquel Jones, 8 rebounds. Courtney Vandersloot, 5 assists. Breonna Stewart, 25 PRA. Copper, 15. Mabry, 2 assists. Sabrina, 10 points. All those lines are at the very least 70%, probably more like 80 over the last 10 games. And we're going to parlay that. Again, these weren't played separately. They were just parlayed. We're going to parlay that with Brittany Sykes to have 15 points, Chelsea Gray to have 5 assists, Asia Wilson to have 20 points, and the Aces to win. That is a plus 205. I will run that back again. Brittany Sykes, 15 points, Chelsea Gray, 5 assists, Asia Wilson, 20 points, and the Aces money line. That's a plus 205. So you put those two together, and I'll probably put that on the timeline. You put those two together, and you get plus 784. I told you about Chelsea Gray assists, Asia Wilson the 20 points. I didn't put no notes on that, but she's been going crazy on that over the last 15 games. And Brittany Sykes, I took her 15 and a half as a single, as a straight bet. So obviously, I love that. All right. Let me see. Oh, okay. We got a plus 450 and a plus 575. I played them separately and I parlayed them together. Kalia Copper, 20 points. Mabry, 15 points. Breonna Stewart, 20 points. Jonquel Jones, 10 rebounds. That's a plus 575. I'll run that back.
Juicy. Say that one more time, please, sir.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to run that back. Plus 575. Kalia Copper, 20 points. Mabry, 15 points. Breonna Stewart, 20 points. And Jonquel Jones, 10 rebounds. That is a plus 575. I played that separately. And I parlayed it with this plus 450. Brittany Sykes, 25 points, rebounds, and assists. Natasha Cloud, 5 assists. Asia Wilson, 10 rebounds. And the Aces to score 90 points. That is a plus 450. I will run that back. Brittany Sykes, 25 PRA. Natasha Cloud, 5 assists. Asia Wilson, 10 rebounds. And the Aces to score 90 points. Played them separately, parlayed them together. You parlay them together, it's a plus 3612. All right?
Light work.
Yeah, I love that one. Next.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
A plus 950. All right? Kalia Copper, 20 points. Breonna Stewart, 25 points. Courtney Vandersloot, 8 assists. Jonquel Jones, 12 rebounds. That is a plus 950. I'll run that back. Jonquel Jones, 12 rebounds. Kalia Copper, 20 points. Breonna Stewart, 25. And Courtney Vandersloot, 8 assists. These are basically just variations of what can happen. And if you notice, I'm keeping certain players out of certain ones. That way one player don't mess up all of them. So Breonna Stewart is not in all of our lays. Jonquel Jones is not in all of the lays or builders. Same thing with Sabrina. Like she's not in this one. So yeah, a plus 600. Natasha Cloud, 10 assists, and the Aces money line. That's a plus 600. All right, I like that better than the double just because old girl been fronting with the points. All right, and last but not least, a plus 31,000. Yeah, no, my bad. 300,000.
Oh, sorry, just one down 1-0.
Yeah, you're the only one there. Plus 300,000. So this is a plus 6,000 and a plus 5,000. Oh shit!
Okay.
And I got Blunt Money Bets on FanDuel, but I'm gonna let Flo get to his. Then I go on to FanDuel, but the FanDuel ones is just ladders. You know what I'm saying? Those is kind of obvious ones. But yeah, a plus 6,000. Copper, 25. Mabry, 20. Sabrina, 20. Breonna Stewart, 25. Let's just hope for madness tonight. Let's just hope for
Yeah.
these girls just to ball out. This is basically all asking all of them to score 5 points more than their average. All right. If we get a game like a 90 to 85 game or 100 to 80 something game, this can easily happen. So we'll run that plus 6,000 back again. Kalia Copper, 25 points. Maria Mabry, 20. Sabrina, 20. And Breonna Stewart, 25. That's a plus 6,000. And a plus 5,000. Brittany Sykes, 20 points. Kelsey Plum, 20 points. Jackie Young, 20 points. Asia Wilson, 25. And Natasha Cloud, 12 points. I don't really like that one, but it's a plus 5,000, so it's good value there. I really like the other plus 6,000, but I don't like this plus 5,000. As much as you can like a 500 to 1 bet or 50 to 1 bet, whatever. Yeah, 50 to 1 bet. So yeah, I'll run that back again. It's plus 5,000. Brittany Sykes, 20 points. Kelsey Plum, 20 points. Jackie Young, 20 points. Asia Wilson, 25. And Natasha Cloud, 12 points. That is a plus 5,000. Take what you like, leave what you don't. These are blunt money bets, okay? Blunt money. You sprinkle on these, all right? What you will go to the store and spend on a couple Dutches is what you should be putting on these bets. You should not be putting hundreds and thousands of dollars on these bets unless that's in your unit. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. So Flo, what you got for the people as far as blunt money bets? I know you already gave 1 or 2 out. You can run those back and say what else you got if you got anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another one on the timeline, so be checking out for that because I'm still looking at numbers, putting it together. But the 2 I have so far, one was the Courtney Vandersloot double at plus 600, and also I'm starting to see here at like Caesars, because we're in New York and we don't have first basket on DraftKings. But I'm gonna go back to the well. I'm gonna go with Aja Wilson's first basket at plus 375. They jump up Brittany Sykes, and I've gone game by game, and the Mystics have been getting smoked at that jump ball. So if I can get the Aces to get the ball, they're gonna run that same play they run every time, and it's gonna be one of Jackie Young and Aja Wilson. Sure, I could split the half unit between both of them, but I'm greedy and I'm not going to do that. So I should have done that last game, and Jackie Young got the first basket. But I think Queen Aja, she always has that first basket designed for her. So give me Aja for the plus 375. I'm throwing a little change on that.
Yeah, love that. As far as blunt money bets that I didn't put in, I definitely love that Asia. I told the story on here a couple days ago. My dumbass. Last game, Asia got first basket, and I loved it. It was plus 400 on Bet Rivers, and I was just gonna play it. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I could get one of these other first baskets, right? So I put the other 3 and just round robin them and just smoked the other 3. I said, man, never again, never again, never again. But
And I'll say this too, like it seems such a square play, but I'm not there yet, but I'm thinking about it. But I mean, Jonquel Jones and Breonna Stewart, I mean, they didn't have the first basket last game, but Liberty should win the tip. And if you just go game by game, they run the same play every time. It's ridiculous. It's like these coaches like don't watch tape. I'm like, hey, they're gonna put Stewie in the corner. She's gonna look to dump it down. If Jonquel's double, she's just gonna pull it. They run it every time.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. That's popular in the NBA too, I believe, bro. Because I remember I was getting right. I wasn't giving it out, but Jaden Ivey, his first basket, oh my goodness. It was a point in this toward the end of the season where they was literally running the same play off the tip, and Duran or oh boy Wiseman was always winning the tip. So like they'd get the ball, he'd get it off a pick and roll, and he was shooting or passing it to Wiseman. So those 2 first baskets, it was a time for the Pistons for like 5 to 10 games. Well, those 2 was real good money. So, yeah, I like them looks as well. A couple blow money bets I just want to give out that I didn't give out on FanDuel. Sabrina Ionescu, True Queen, 25 points, plus 560, Queen of the Channel. And Kalia Copper, plus 700 for her 30. And, of course, we go on Brittany Sykes, 25. That is plus 720, y'all. I mean, these
25?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let me see what it is now. Because I put that in 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. 720. Get it while it's hot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Mystics Whisper. I'm glad I got you here. I remember to ask you this.
Yeah.
Brittany Sykes free throws is 3.5 on Prize Picks, and the Aces hack on small forwards a lot. What are we thinking today on her free throws? She's 3 for her last 5.
Maybe I could get there, but maybe I could get there on the lean. On the lean, maybe. But I just love her point so much. So maybe I can get there on a lean. Um, I just, man, she be upsetting me from the free throws, man. Because she'll go 3 for 8, man. I'll be like, damn, girl. But 3.5 is the sweet spot. So if I'm ever going to play it, I'm going to play it there. So if you got something in your numbers or something that you feel like, you said they hack small fours. If you got something that you feel like you like, then yeah, that's the number to play. It's just I wish I could find something else. I think she's gone 2 straight games where she hasn't covered her steal line. A 2.5. Let me look her up real quick. And this is a good, as we get into prize picks, this is a good that's a good, what they call it, you know, a segue. Because you said you did some work for like the networks and stuff before. So yeah,
yes, sir.
That's a network talk. Great
yes,
segue there, Flo. Segue into prize picks. But yeah, as far as Brittany Tyson, put y'all prize picks in the chat if y'all trying to get it in. If not, you know, me and Flo had a collab for y'all. But free throws, 3. This is how she been doing recently. 3, 5, 2, 8, 2, 0, 6, 7, 7, 1, 2, 5. So it's kind of a crapshoot. You know, her floor looks like 4 attempts a game. That's her floor. It's 4 attempts a game. You could say 2 makes a game is her floor, but yeah. And it's crazy because I'm looking at this. Oh no, that wasn't that. They did play Phoenix, and she coming off a 24-point game against Phoenix. Yeah, couldn't talk you off that. But as far as her steals and blocks, yeah, back-to-back games where she hadn't covered her steals and blocks line after covering it 4 straight games. So it kind of makes me wonder if that's a good look as well. But I had one question for you before we got into the prize picks. Who do you think she guards today?
Sykes?
Yeah.
She's good question. My guess would probably be Jackie Young because one, she's more physical, and Walker Kimbrough, you know, doesn't look like she can hold up to the physicality of a driving Jackie Young. So my guess would be there, but I hope it's not Kelsey Plum because Kelsey Plum's too fast. Kelsey Plum's good off the dribble. Like I would love Kelsey Plum in a matchup like that, coming off of screens.
I was thinking, maybe you think she got Chelsea Gray to put pressure on the ball?
That's actually a good point. Actually, that's a good point because you probably can't put Cloud on Gray because Cloud's too small.
He's too small for her. Even though
Gray would just like put her on the elbow and get her in the blender. Just like it's over.
Yeah.
This is such a terrible. Whoever you put on Chelsea Gray's terrible. Maybe it's Sykes on Gray. Now I'm thinking about it. It's probably Sykes on Gray.
Yeah, man. And if so, I think that might talk me off of Brittany Sykes steals because she won't be in the passing lane as much. You would think she would still be in the passing lane, but she won't be in as much if she's on the ball guarded point guard. But all right. Prize picks. We gave out blunt money bets. We gave out straights. We gave out builders. Let's end the show with prize picks. We'll probably have an official collab unless we whip one up right now for y'all. I'll lead with a bet that I've already put in. Y'all should already know where I'm going here with one leg. Breonna Stewart over 5.5 3-points attempted. I'm not a guy that believe in jinxes. I don't do dumb shit. Like be like, oh, I'm about to win this bet. Like when I'm 1 point short, I don't do dumb shit like that. But I'm not a jinx guy. We're like, oh, don't mention it. So I will talk about how much I love it and why I love Breonna Stewart threes, and I will continue to question why it's there, why that number is there. But yeah, Breonna Stewart, like this isn't even close. She's only gone over this number once close. 1, 2. First of all, she's over this number 6 straight games. I'm glad that I popped. Damn, I popped on this right when it started. It took me 2 games to hop on this. I've been on her the last 4 games for over 5.5 tips. So shout out to you, Breonna Stewart. But yeah, I just think it's a change in their offense. She's gone over this 5.5 the last 6 games. She's gone 9, 6, 5. No, I'm sorry. 9, 6, 9, 9, 9, 8. So like 5 out of 6 games, she's not even. This is like covered in the third quarter type shit. Last game she was tied. It was at 5 last game. They actually lowered it last game against the Aces. And she had covered that in the third quarter. Well, she didn't cover it. She tied it in the third quarter. Then took 4 threes in the fourth quarter, up 30. I'm like, damn, Bree, that's how you feel? So
Yeah, and let me throw two looks out at you, because there's, like I always say with these streams, please watch it back and just. I feel like sometimes like we have so
wait,
many.
hold on. I'm gonna keep you one second.
Yeah,
Cause
do you think?
I wanna close out because this is a 2-team I already put in. So I put over 5.5 threes, and I put that with Kalia Copper and Marina Mabry, 36 points combined, attacking that backcourt. And I think both of them could go over their point prop easily, or one of them could just have an amazing game where they go for 30. And if that's the case, then it's gonna be easy to cover. So that's my 2-teamer. Breonna Stewart over 5.5 3 points attempted, and Copper and Mabry 36 points combined on Prize Picks. Flo, what was you about to say?
Yeah, so I always say, like, we do an excellent job looking at all these numbers, and like sometimes I think it's easier for someone who's like just listening for the first time to take in all the data. Here are two thoughts for you. One, Breonna Stewart's line on FanDuel is 1.5 threes at -115. That's one. So she's gonna take a bunch of threes. Well, we need her to shoot 30% tonight and make 2. That's one thought. Another thought is on Prize Picks. We know about the Liberty leaving that 3-point line, and Mabry has a good track record. You could get her and Stewart 3.5 3-point makes. Like Mabry alone could make 3. Stewart alone could make 3. Like that could be like, we could just be sitting at halftime like, yep, there's 4.
And to your point, so Breonna Stewart, and this is why I love the attempts more than anything, because she's really hottering out with these threes over this streak, over the last 6 games. So she's 3 of 8, 3 of 9, 3 of 9, 1 of 9, 1 of 6, 4 of 9. You see what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
she either gonna go crazy. That's why I really like that with her and Mabry. She either gonna cover that shit by herself or hit one, and then Mabry can come behind her and follow her with the 3. So yeah, I like that. Somebody in the chat was trying to talk me on Kalia Copper 3s. I think it was last game, and I was like, I'm gonna just stick with the steals and blocks, which did cover again, true queen. But them 3s, I think she covered the damn 3s in the first quarter. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I was not familiar with your game. Whoever gave that out. All right, so Flo, I'm gonna let you lead with what you like most on Prize Picks, and I'm gonna go through, because this is what I normally do. I just go through and scour. This is really my first time looking at the board, looking at it. So I'll scour and see what I like, and we'll take it from there, man. Tell the people how you feel and what you like.
Yeah, I don't even have to hesitate here. It's Courtney Williams over 11 rebounds plus assists. I think she's getting 6 or 7 assists tonight. I think you can see her grab 5 or 6 rebounds. Heck, I could see a world where she gets 8 assists, gets 4 rebounds. The 2 games this year against the Liberty, 13 and 15 rebounds plus assists. The Liberty give up guards. They give up rebounds to the guard. This is going to be a kind of a quicker, now that I'm looking at it, the pace of the game is going to be a little quicker than I think we realize. And I just think it's a Liberty team that maybe have a little rust, 4 days off, back home, fresh legs. I don't know. I love that 11 rebounds plus assists for Courtney Williams. I will ride with that. I think there's an opportunity for the Sky to potentially keep this one close. But I can't say that because you know me, the Sky. But you know what's funny? When I tell people what I think and don't take it, it works. When I take it after I say it, it doesn't work. So I'm not taking it. So we're good.
Okay. All right. As I look at this, I'm just scouring the board. First, I already gave y'all those 2 that I like. Definitely like those 2. As I look at Sabrina Ionescu 3s, interesting. It's at 8 attempts. But more importantly, I think it's at 3 made. She's had 3.3 attempts. She's had 3 threes made in 1, 2, 3, 5 of her last 6 games. As far as attempts, 10, 11, 8, 7, 14, 7, 9, 7, 8, 11, 12, 14, 12. So she's not gunning like she was when we first got on her threes, when she was doing that 12, 14 shit, when she was just every game just jacking a bunch of threes. That's when we first got on her threes. But she still since then has been consistent. So I'm writing down Sabrina threes. Attempted in May. I don't know where I'm gonna get to. I don't know if I want to play both.
We're doing like a little like brainstorm here. This is the first game since they dropped her 2K rating. She's a 90 in 2K. Does that mean something to us here? And she got like the Sabrina ones coming out. If they haven't come out, I think they're coming out like in a couple weeks.
As a narrative guy, I would lean toward more the sneakers for sure. I don't think she'd be knowing about. I think she'd be happy to be a 90 on 2K. The way
Yeah,
she
that was a
started,
little okay. 90.
the way she started this damn year off.
Yeah, yeah.
We were awful at the beginning of this year. Yeah, so Sabrina, that stuck out to me. I'm looking at the board now. Rebound, this rebound comp. Oh yeah, somebody put the rebound combos in there. Yeah, I love that. That John Quell and Breonna Stewart. It's a lot now. Woo, woo.
Yeah, that's a lot of rebounds.
I don't know if I love it no more. It's 19. I like it. I don't know if I love I don't know if I love it. Because that means Breonna Stewart. Let me look at Bree real quick. I got Bree pulled up. I don't got John Quell pulled up, but I know John Quell has got double-digit rebounds in 8 of her last 9. So if I look at Breonna Stewart last 9 games, 6, they wouldn't have covered. 8, probably would have covered. 12, they probably would have covered. 9 would have covered. 6, probably not. 13. Nah, it's tough. It's tough. Now he did give out a number about them being the worst rebounded team against force. Also, yo, who if you still in here, put that in the chat. Where you find those numbers at? Like worst against this position. What mechanism do you look to find that? Or do you just do it manually? Like you just get out the mud and you go game by game, which that'd take a long time. So let me know how you do that. Or where you get that information from. Rebounding, nothing really. Elena Smith rebounds are interesting. She's been kind of sus, but her rebounds are always interesting to me. Her and John Quell Jones being at 16 is interesting. How you feel about that? How you feel about Elena?
She's so up and down. She's going to be chasing around Breonna Stewart. So Breonna Stewart's running that 3-point line. And I can't take it only because I love Courtney Williams rebounds plus assists. So I would then need them to get like 2 players to have like a ton of rebounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get to these comments real quick. Yeah, Coach DFS, put that in there. Copper and Mabry are from the Jersey area. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Nah, Copper from Philly. Copper a Philly girl. So that is, I guess you could call that the Jersey area. Copper a Philly girl. So a little Philly, New York rivalry. But Mabry looked like she a Jersey girl. I ain't gonna hold you the way she hoops. She a little rugged. Going with Stewart. Already in here with the plays. Yeah, already stayed with the vibes. Going with Stewart 3-point attempts. Yeah, of course, man. You know that. Yeah. Already, come on, boy. Like that's the play of the channel. Why you giving out that play like that? Like you on somebody else's channel. Come on, man. Come on. I'm a true king for giving that out. Let me see. Let me grab that. Hold on. I'm trying to enter some tickets. Yeah, cool. If you got that info, come on back. Already, give me something else, bro. You the one who came with the for what it's worth yesterday. If y'all put all those in the lean, because I did you cash yesterday. If y'all put all my leans in the prize picks, I gave out 4. And one push, it cashed because 2 hit, 1 push, and 1 got Bonner got rebooted, so it cashed. But yeah, I told y'all about Drew Lloyd turnovers. You gotta always look at those. That hit. Told y'all about Aaliyah Boston going crazy with her blocks and steals recently. That hit. We was on the one that messed up was Diana Taurasi free throws. I should have made it 3s because she went over that easily. Sophie 3s, which I got from the boy Artie. Sophie 3s hit. And Bonner rebounds. Bonner free throws didn't hit. And there might have been 1 more in there. So basically all the leans hit except for 1. And 1 got rebooted. Let me see these assists.
I'll give this out on here first. This is only for sprinkling, but I'll give this out here. My second blunt money long shot of the day. I'm gonna just do a simple Aja Wilson 5 assists plus something at plus 1,000. She's hit 5 assists 1 time this year, but having watched this Mystics team all year, whenever there's a team that's like a post up, whenever there's a play that's like a post up threat, and gonna have like her hand up on the block, they're gonna double down every single time. And I'm just looking like, because I'm thinking back to like, what did I take the last game? Because I took Griner's 5 assists. She fell at 3. She got 3 really quick. Before that, NECA had 5. Game before that, NECA had 3. Cheyenne had 3. McCown, who doesn't even pass like that, she had 2. Torka Yuha, center, who's like not that talented on the links, she had 2. And if you keep going down the line, Griner 5, Jonquel Jones 2. So I think the safer thing is just to take like her 2 assists with something, because I'm definitely gonna do that. But I'm definitely gonna do like I have too many plays, but I do think like the 5 plus like something, it's like plus 1,000, just something that I'm like personally I'm playing.
It's crazy because I've looked at Asia Wilson 5 assists so many times this season. Like, damn, I feel like she can get 5 assists. But when I look at her game log, like you said, she only got it one time. So that kind of talked me off. But of all games, I think this is a game she could get it because they supposed to win by damn 30 points, So yeah, this could be a game where, like you said, this is just everybody getting a turn. And in the midst of everybody getting a turn, she kicking it out to Cloud. I mean she kicking it out to She kicking it out to Kelsey Plum. She kicking it out to Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. She doing a big to big pass to Kia Stokes. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that for sure. Nothing assists really pop out. None of these points really pop out like that. Let me see. PRA. See if we can find a diamond in the rough PRA. Maybe Benaje Laney, maybe. I don't know why that just stuck out to me, but maybe her PRA, but nothing too crazy.
What about Jonquel Jones 5.5 first half points against a terrible interior?
It's so hard for me to trust Jonquel. I don't know if she's gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna shoot.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if she make 3 shots, but it's just like I don't know if they going. I don't know. Rebounds. Jonquel Jones rebounds still at 9.5. I don't know if I like that anymore. I still love it, but I normally like when I'm the opposite of my boy Tease. I like when I bet something and it move with me. I don't like when it move against me, or I don't like when it stay the same. Assist. Vandersloot, I am gonna have her assist in some play. I am, just because she covered that both games. So let me write that down. Vandersloot assist. That's definitely gonna be in some. Kelsey Plum is at 5 assists on here.
Good reason.
Yeah.
They give up. I mean, it should be at 4.5, but they give up.
Sorry, it's at 4.5. Yeah,
yeah, I get it, because I think she's gonna get 4 or 5. Like her assists are like this. I like to think of the WNBA like kind of like this. Like most of these teams run the same set. So like there's your primary ball handler and your secondary ball handler. And sometimes the secondary ball handler is the big. So sometimes you'll see like you got to recalibrate. But you'll notice like a lot of times, like if you look at the Mystics, they don't really give as much just to the primary ball handler as the secondary ball handler. Like if you look at like recent games, Satu went off, I think had 8. Howard went off, had like a triple double, had like 11. So I like Chelsea Gray's assist, but the only reason I didn't take it, I'm like, yeah, like they have games where the primary ball handler gets those assists, but it's usually like the secondary ball handler, because they usually pay so much attention to like the point guard. Yeah. And also that's why I'm on these Asia Wilson assists, because like look at the bigs, like they have no size. Misha Hines Allen. Listen, I'm not here to slander anyone. These are all professional athletes. But Queen Egbo has 0 vertical quickness. So whenever she plays any big that can go left to right, hesitate, like she's automatically out of position. Then they slide on the zone. Then the guard is open on the wing. And it's like watching the same play over and over and over again. It's like, man, run something else, coach. So yeah, that's what I would say on that.
Okay. All right, now I'm with you on that. One thing I want to bring up, Jackie Young. 5 3-point attempts. She's over that line in 5 straight games. Tied it or over it in 5
That's
straight games.
That's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah.
And your girl Becky Hammond already came out and said that we got to play Jackie or Chelsea or Kelsey late in these games because they just don't have the body. So you were saying that earlier.
Probably gonna get there with the Sykes free throws in 1 ticket, maybe in like a lotto. Field goals made. Jonquil Jones 5 is kind of crazy, but you know.
Feels crazy. I mean, they've been getting torched from the interior too.
Sabrina threes, Brianna threes, Kelsey Plum threes.
That's why I want to just take the over in that game with the Sky and the Liberty.
Oh yeah,
Everybody on both team has a great match, like Mabry, Copper, Courtney Williams, John Quell, like that over. That over is calling me home. That over is calling me home.
Yeah, I like that over, man. I like that over. I lean heavy on that over, man. Probably gonna end up with a little personal play, half unit or something on it. All right. So, Brittany Sykes. All right. So this is what I have. I already gave y'all one out. See if Flo want to do a little more research or if he has other stuff that he loves. But I'm gonna let y'all know what I've seen that I like / love. I think it's suspect. So, and also Artie Flex. Free throws, yeah, Ty, we about to get there right now. Yeah, Flex say just how back high. Yeah, leans be leaning, man. That's a fact.
Damn, leans be leaning sometimes, especially on those Friday streams.
Leans be leaning, man.
I'm about to go to the gym. I'm gonna do what I always do. My usual routine is I get off here, I go to the gym, I hit the elliptical, and I watch these videos back on the elliptical, and I be on my notepad on my iPhone. Like, oh yeah, Dream don't even realize he said that right there when he was talking about Mabry. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna play that.
That's a good point by Artie down there. Chelsea Gray first half PRA at 13.5.
Wow, 13.5. That's low.
7 straight.
So, hey, yeah, shout out Artie. That's an amazing look. Shout out to you for that one. I'm taking that.
Yep. We're adding that. We're adding that. Artie, we adding that.
We about to eat as a family tonight.
Yeah, this is what I've been doing the last few days. We've been working. That's why I'm telling people. The homie Misty not in here. She be having the looks. A few people not in here that normally be having the looks today. But yeah. Oh boy, my boy ain't having any looks too. I don't think my boy KG, he be having looks too. He ain't got no looks either. But yeah, if y'all got the looks, put them in because we about to wind this show down. About to wind it down. So Chelsea first half PRA. Love that look.
Love that.
I just told y'all about Jackie Young. So we'll just do the attempt. Jackie Young 3 attempted.
Jackie.
I told y'all Sabrina 3 attempted, but I'll probably just lean toward her making threes. But her 3 attempted, that's in the pool. Brianna Stewart 3 attempted is always in the pool. I already have something with that. Vandersloot assists. These are just all the ones that I thought about. Vandersloot assists. Obviously, Flo talked about the Courtney R+A. That's an amazing look that I definitely.
I'm always gonna ride for my girl Kelsey Plum in those 2.5 threes. She is the queen of the looter in the riot, man. She could hit them damn 2 threes up 25 points with the game over. I'm always gonna ride for 2.5 threes with Kelsey. Always. I'm always that's me.
Now, how do you feel about? Okay, so you just rather play that separately. You don't want to put that with Jackie because those two been my girls put them together.
But I do 5. Like that.
It's 5. It's the max. That's the max that I will go there. Oh, there go Misty. Shout out to Misty. She popped in. Not letting me, but I could type. Shout it out there. That's what's up.
Yeah, Misty.
Asia free throws. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I can see that. Combo assist for Mabry and Courtney.
You know it's not even a bad idea. You know what? Yeah, see, I was looking at that too. See, you know it's not even a bad idea today because my homeboy put me on. He said, write down like your 4 or 5 favorites on Prize Picks. And he's like, yo, just round robin them. Do like the 1 with the 2, 1 with the 3, 3 with the 4, and on and on. And he said that way, like maybe you don't hit on all of them, but like he's like, yo, you'll make bread if you have some good leans and you go 3 for 4 on your favorite 4 for the day.
No, that I could definitely see you doing that. Unfortunately, with me, I like too much today. I like too much.
Jackie really been pulling threes.
Yeah, she been letting them go.
Yeah. 7-5.
All right.
I'm seeing like that Plum combo. What's Plum's 3 points?
It's looking like I don't really have nothing besides that 2-teamer I just gave y'all. I um I do like Jackie 3-point attempts.
Three,
Sabrina
one,
before
four,
him.
two,
Be
two,
honest,
four.
I got you, man. I don't know. I don't want to force nothing. I'm, but put it this way, I will have something on the timeline. Um, Ron Robin has helped tremendously. Yeah, that's basically a flex play to Ron Robbins. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna get there with that Jackie and Plum 3-point combo. I think I'm gonna get there, Misty. That's one of my favorite plays. Oh yeah, I gotta write down Sykes free
You like
throws
one thing.
that you mentioned, Flo. Sykes free throws. I like that
Yeah.
too. I like that too because
Real
it's
quick
at that
before we get off of here, I just want to look up one thing because the Mystics have been such a bad team defensively. I wonder what their three pointers allowed looks like because that's something I'm wondering here.
Let's see if I can find it. And who are we looking for again?
I
The
just want to look
Mystics
at the
3-point
Mystics
guard?
3-point. Okay, so the Mystics have allowed the third highest 3-point percentage. They're giving up. They don't give up a lot of it. Middle of the pack in attempts. Third most 3-point allowed in like the last month plus, and that's 10 games. So that's a pretty good sample size too. So yeah, they give up a lot of assists. They give up a lot of threes. They give up hella rebounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we gonna do? We gonna chill out and Misty. That's a good look too. Elizabeth Williams to assist.
Oh, Missy, thank you for saying that. I forgot to look into that. Yeah, she's been slapping those two. She's like baby Cheyenne Parker. Like she be hitting them two
Yeah.
assists on the low. Yeah. By the way, shout out to Cheyenne Parker. I love you so much. Yesterday was my first 4-unit play on the side for myself, and I was sweating it the whole day. And I looked at the phone 3 minutes in. She had 4 rebounds and an assist. I was waiting the whole game for 1 assist. It's like, oh, beautiful. I love Cheyenne. So I got to cop an authentic or something. I love Cheyenne so much.
That's what's up. Yeah, it's tough for me to get there, but that 2 assists is a hell of a leg. That 2 assists is a hell of a leg. All right, y'all. That's the show. Me and Flo will have we definitely will some great info given out here. But me and Flo will have a collab, a prize pick collab. Um yeah, we're gonna have a prize pick collab. And we're gonna recap all our bets and get out of here, all right? So Flo, you wanna recap yours, your straights, and I'll recap my straights and that'll be it.
Yes, sir. Once again, thank you for having me. Thanks for the interaction today. Please give me a follow at YouTube at Stefan Florval. You can find me there. 3 plays for me in the Liberty game. Officially, that's Kalia Copper over the 19.5 points. Courtney Vandersloot versus her old squad, 7.5 dimes. Courtney Williams, the looking at the X across the court, over 5.5 dimes for me on that one. And over in the Aces game against the Mystics, I'm going to take the team total for the Aces over 82.5. That first half spread at minus 9.5. Queen Aja Wilson, the MVP, 9.5 rebounds. And Kelsey Plum, pull them threes, make them threes like I know you can. Over 2.5 at minus 136. Those are my 2 long shots for the day that I'm on right now. I'm still that first basket. I'm probably going to get there, but not there just yet. But I got the Courtney Vandersloot double-double at plus 600. Aja Wilson, 5 assists. And, Aja Wilson, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. And that gets you plus 1,000. So those are my 2 long shots for the day so far.
All right. Straight bets I'm on. Kalia Copper over 19.5 points. Jonquil Jones over 9.5 rebounds. The Sky plus 13.5. Brittany Sykes over 15.5 points. Builders, I'll give y'all the 2 builders real quick. Asia 15, Kelsey Plum 15, Jackie Young 12, Chelsea 5 assists, and Sykes 15 PRA. In the other game, Copper 15, Brianna Stewart 5 rebounds, John Quell 5 rebounds, Sabrina 10 points, and Mabry 2 assists. The prize pick that I gave out was Kalia Copper and Mabry points combined, added with Brianna Stewart over 5.5 3 points attempted. That's the 2-teamer prize pick. That's official. Me and Flo will have we will have and look out for the party play. Yeah, we got a party play today too. But look out for me and Flo to have a prize picks collab on the timeline in a few hours. Y'all gonna have to go back to the blood money bets. But as far as prize picks leans that you can expect to see, or maybe I'll leave a couple out, but just the prize picks leans, Chelsea Gray, that first half PRA that I already talked about. Jackie Young, 3 points attempted. Sabrina, 3-point attempted. Brianna Stewart, 3-point attempt. That's not a lean, that's a play. Vandersloot assists. Courtney rebounds and assists. Brianna Stewart and John 12 rebounds. Plum over 2.5 threes. That's actually a play. That ain't even, that's one of the flow plays. That ain't no lean. Sykes free throws and Plum plus Jackie Young threes combined. All right. So those are some leans that y'all might want to sprinkle in. Y'all know how the leans be leaning. So y'all might want to sprinkle those in, play them straight. But like I said, me and Flo will have something on your timeline that y'all can go ahead and put some good money on. So as always, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One. Sub to the channel, share this video, like this video. I appreciate y'all commenting. Yes, have a great day, Misty.
Queen Cheyenne.
Queen Cheyenne. Keith, appreciate you too.
Appreciate you,
And as always, man, y'all know the vibes. Let's get this cash, gotta have it. So let's get it. Let's have a day, y'all.